Hello there coaches, my name is Toby from the Gymnastics Academy, and today I've partnered up with Gym Club Solutions to show you guys how you can teach your gymnasts an Arabian. First things first, we're going to start off on the trampoline, just showing me a nice big bounce, half turn, chest up, super tall and round, into a front somersault, and that's all to start with. So we're here, 3 bounces, 1, 2, 3, half turn, into that tuck front. Most common mistake the gymnasts will usually make when doing this one is as they're doing their front flip, rather than doing a big wedgie and making it come from their legs, they tend to throw their body straight down. So it looks a little bit something like this and that. Now it's okay, you'll get away with it on the trampoline, but you won't when we go to the floor. So instead of thinking throw down, we're gonna imagine throw up super tall, rounded in, and then wedgie all the way up in here for your somersault. And as you can see, as soon as you add the wedgie, we get much more height, much more time, it's a much more efficient somersault. Now we've done the half turn into the front, we now need to figure out how we can transition from doing half twist and front separately to putting them together. So, I'm gonna come over to my friend the mat and the air track, and that's what we're gonna do. Get your gymnasts to stand up on the mat, right in the middle, arms behind them. All we're gonna do is a nice big half turn, imagining pushing our hips forward all the way strong, letting our shoulders back, and with our eyes seeing the floor in the direction that we're twisting towards. Nice big half turn, land flat on that belly. 1, 2, 3. Most common mistake you'll see the gymnasts make when you do this one is them sticking their butt out and turning around like this and ending up on an angle. Instead of that, you need to tell them they're inside a corridor all the way along. They can only fit the half turn inside their corridor. So, arms up, stretch super tall, hips forward in front of you, and then initiate the turn. Don't start the turn from the floor, jump up tall, but when you're the top of this, then we can start to think. Right shoulder back, left hip forward, or the other way around if you go on your left side. So, we're in that corridor, push hips forward, shoulders behind you, nice big half turn to your belly. The next stage for the gymnast is going to be similar to the trampoline. We can go jump, half turn into a dive roll first. So jump up and turn, dive roll. Making sure the gymnast stands up tall, stretches, turns, sees the mat by looking at their armpit to see what's going on, and then nice big wedgie over. Circle, see it, and go. Now the gymnast understands that, we think about putting that together. So we're going to stand up, super tall, see the mat of our eyes into this position, and once we've seen here, we're then going to think jump, big wedgie lifting our butt up this way, whilst our chest and head draw a nice circle round and start to reach under. By doing that with the upper body, and by doing a big wedgie with the lower body, that's going to help us come up tall, twist, and get height while staying straight. So, all the way up and around, nice big rainbow, nice big wedgie. Next up, when it comes to learning the Arabian, rather than doing the Arabian dive roll, we're now going to imagine doing a full Arabian onto our butt. So the only differences are, rather than getting the gymnast to come up super tall and put their hands down, instead we can get the gymnast to stand up super tall, turn here, imagine throwing the football or slamming the basketball into the hoop, and then big wedgie, grab your knees, chin in, and front onto your butt. So no hands touching. And 1, 2, 3. Nice and strong. Now the gymnast has mastered how to do the Arabian onto their butt on the air track to a mat, we're now going to do it standing on the trampoline. Then after we've done it standing a few times and gotten comfortable, we're then going to get them to do it from a couple of bounces. So gymnast first of all, exact same thing as down there. Stand up nice and strong, arms all the way up and round. See the floor, tuck onto your butt. As you can see, I've already got the mat on the trampoline, But if you're a coach and your gymnast isn't quite comfortable with the mat being on the trampoline first, you can slide it in as they go. Personally, I would get them to land in a pike shape on their butt first, and then as they get better and better, we'll then try and land on our feet a little bit later on. So, one more time from standing, turn, rainbow arms, tuck, land on your butt, and stand up super tall. Once the gymnast is used to standing there confident, get them to go from little jumps, nice and strong. When you start to add the jumps, you're going to get a lot more time out of the trampoline. So you need to be patient, but also make sure you get your arms up quick. So as we jump, we're tall here, 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 round, and front. Make sure the gymnast is seeing the floor this way as they go through their front, because we don't want them side on, we want them to land dead straight. So, small bounces first here. 1 and 2 and 3, circle, and tuck. Very good. Same again. 1 and 2 and 3, around, tuck, and then pike. The two main mistakes the gymnasts are probably going to make when they do this one from the bounces is, 1, not letting their arms come up behind them and around enough, and number 2, they're not waiting long enough for the turn before they front. So first mistake, not getting the arms up enough, will look like this. So you can see it's okay, but it's a little bit rough. Second mistake, not letting the turn come round enough, will make it look like this. As you can see, I'm landing a bit side on. Instead of all that, we want to make sure we're in our corridor. Hip right in front of us, shoulders up and back behind us. See it with your eyes, let it turn, and front nice and strong. So once the gymnast feels comfortable, rather than doing the Arabians land on their butt in a pike, they're going to hold that tuck. You can slide the mat in, and then go for the full landing. The gymnast is now going to go full effort, try and land on the feet. Arms up tall, rise up whilst you're turning, see the floor. Then gymnasts, make sure you flip, land on them feet nice and strong. And 1 and 2 and 3. See that floor behind you, nice wedgie, and grab. All right then coaches, that has been how to teach your gymnast Arabian on trampoline. If you guys enjoyed it and found this video very useful, please feel free to leave a like and a comment down below. And look out for our next video, which is going to be teaching you guys how to add a round off and a cartwheel before the Arabian on floor rather than on trampoline.